Go up and oh, you can kind of, based on your, okay, there you go. Grab onto it. I was worried I was worried I would run out of stamina. Get the strawberry there, and sweet. I think there might be one below. Okay, I think, huh. Hi there, everyone. I'm Mr. Truckman, and welcome to the first episode of Celeste. This is, if you've seen my special episode where I did the B-sides, I've said this, but this is a fantastic game. Like, it's so good that I reserve a certain part of the year only to play it. I'm kind of breaking that to do this, but it's still around the winter time. So I like playing it in the winter because it's a very wintry themed, and we are currently in a little snowstorm here in the Midwest. So I figure what better way to forget the outside than to play a game where you're buried in snow yourself. So yeah, we're gonna get past the main menu and just, oh my gosh, the music is so great in this game. The music, everything in the music is so like holistically created, and like everything builds off itself, and like everything's great, and yeah, it's just so good. And the menu is like so calming. I'll sometimes sit here and just kind of be sitting in the menu, but okay. So I'm gonna rename it because her name is Madeline, but they like talk to you throughout the thing. So I'm going to name it. I was thinking about this for a little bit, and I think I've come across a name. My only fear is that it won't fit. And oh nope, backspace. I don't know how. I'm not confident enough in the Switch to hit the backspace button, but and there we go, truck line. I don't know. It looks like it looks like something else, but okay, I'll accept. And we will begin. So the story also is really good because later on, basically, I'm not going to spoil it, but this is it. Truck a line. Just breathe. Why are you so nervous? I don't know. I don't know why I'm nervous. But yeah, the story's bold enough to have the main character come to a conclusion, and then like have consequences for that conclusion, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to be cryptic because don't want to spoil it if you haven't played this game. This also, one of the things to note is that the team of people who made this game is the team of people who made, or at least like the main guy is the people who made Towerfall, which, excuse me, ma'am. The sign up front is busted. Is this the mountain trail? I don't know if you can hear it, but there's like a little like it's like the parents in the Peanuts when they talk, but just across the little bridge over here. Thank you, ma'am. You're crazy for living out here, you know. Oh yeah, I did. She just laughs in her face. Oh my gosh. Quote unquote driveway. Yeah, the mountain might be a little bit much for you if that did me in. If no bat like you can survive out here, I think you'll be fine. Suit yourself. Be a self-made tailor. Ooh, zoom in here. It's a strange place. I might see things. Things you ain't ready to see. She said ain't. You should seek help, lady. And she just laughs. Her laugh is so cool. It's like a little like, ha, ha, ha. But, oh, you can still hear her laughing. Oh, it's so great. I didn't notice that before. It's such a great detail. But yeah, so the people who made this game made, oh, the bridge is collapsing. Oh, okay. Jump, jump, jump. Okay, good. Boing, boing, boing. Oh. Oh. I jumped too soon there. Interesting. That's not what's supposed to happen, by the way. But I guess I usually don't jump the entire way. But okay, so there. Oh, jump. Whee! Oh, yep. Here's a bird. We're frozen in space. And floop. There we go. That's where you learn the dash ability. Another thing too about this game is that it teaches you the mechanics so well. Like, yes, like it like had that prompt there, but like what'll happen is the game will teach you a new thing like that. It'll instruct you how to do it, and then it'll give you opportunities to try it and kind of like build upon itself. So like if you learn a new dash ability, like it won't like, if you learn a new dash, it won't be like, okay, like dash 10 times in a row, but it's like, okay, here's a dash into a jump that uses something you already know. Like we learned how to climb earlier, so it'll have a dash into a climb, you know, like here you jump and then you climb here and then you dash. Cause like you could probably make that jump else otherwise, but it's really close, but yeah. So this game is also really good because it's like part exploration and part it just feels good. It's a platformer. Like when you die, like here I'll die real quick, but Yeah, it's like instant reset. So that's one of the best things about this game is that it's one of those hard games, but it's one of those games that like lets you. There's no really punishment for dying. You're supposed to figure it out and learn. Anyway, these are strawberries, so you can collect. They're kind of collectibles in the game. I will be going for all strawberries, although not on my first pass. I know where a lot of them are, and I'm going to be trying to get as many as I can on my first pass through levels. But otherwise, I'm going to go back, and if I miss any, I'm going to go back after I get the story done and then do, or maybe I'll probably go back after I get the chapter done and then get them all. Because it'll be kind of nice to do everything at once. And then, yep. So see right there is like, it's a good example of like the game teaches you mechanics organically. Like it taught you like, okay, you don't have to have upward momentum to do your dash. You can do your dash whenever. Also, there's also a lot of cool things. Oh yeah, so if you jump there, these things carry your momentum. So if I were to jump like this, I guess bump the spikes, but yeah. So I'm gonna be leaving teacher mode a little bit. I can kind of like take some extra time here because this is the first level, and so like there's really not a lot to it. It's not a very long level either, but so a lot of what you're gonna be looking for is if you do choose to play this game, you do. I said I was gonna leave teacher mode, but I'll be pointing things out as I go along. But usually you'll be looking for on the edges of the screen, like on the right side. I don't know if you see how there's like that blue block over there. You can dash into it and break it, and that's probably going to be where another strawberry is. But yeah, so these little things, they recharge your. Oops, I forgot there were spikes there. Your dash, and so when Madeline's hair is red, you can dash, and when it's blue, it means she is, and it doesn't have the dash anymore. And you can also get fatigued here. I'll explain this too. So. The reason I'm going into explaining so much is so that you, as a viewer, can understand like what's going on. But yeah, so if you stand on a ledge too long and like do move and jump, then you'll start to flash, and then you'll start to slowly slide down. If you jump off of a wall like this and do like a wall jump, you don't use stamina. The only problem is you can't like climb up an entire wall on the same face like that. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's like a speedrunning technique, but yeah. There's also some cool extra mechanics like keeping your momentum. Like I'm going to do something here. So like if you dash upward, and when you have upward momentum, jump off of a surface, you get that little like boost. There's also something called hyper dashing, which the game actually teaches you later, which is why I'm going to take a second to show it off here. But okay, so you go to there. And so what a hyper dash is you kind of dash into the ground, and it launches you, and you reset, so you get your dash back. So yeah. So that's kind of the basic mechanics. I think there's a couple more to explain later on, but yeah. So basically, the goal is to climb this mountain, but the storyline is super compelling. So all we know so far is that she just wants to change in her life and just wants to climb this mountain. So there we go, up there. Ooh, and also I just can't get enough of this level 1 music. Like it is such good like first level music. It's insane. Oh, didn't really get the hyper dash there, but ooh, and here we meet a character. Who are you? Ho there, fellow traveler. Oh, hi. True, it is kind of a killer hike. Funny how they say killer night for a hike when they're in front of a crashed plane. Yeah, this place is kind of crazy. Not the easiest to climb, is it? But I guess that's what I was looking for. Whoa, that sounds pretty serious, buddy. Just happy to see another human in such a lonely place. Looks like he's got a little tent. Theo! I was waiting to tell his name until we learned it, but from a far-off land. Ooh. I'm intrigued. Yeah, I'm not much of a talker. I'll just imagine some dark backstory for you. So you can choose to talk to him. I will let you all... I won't neglect Theo, but I won't go through all the dialogue options. There's a later spot in the game where you can kind of choose to talk with him some more. But basically, he kind of becomes your friend. And so if you decide to pick up this game, which you absolutely should, then I'll let you learn the storyline there. So I'll let you have a little bit of fun. But yeah, get the strawberry here. I'm really glad that little spring over there gets me every single time I play this game, because it's usually about a year between playings of this game, and I always forget it, but I remembered it right there. And boink. It's so fun, like hyper dashing before you need to you even learn like anything else. But oh, so I wasted it. But nice thing about these things is that those little as you've seen, they give you back your dash, but they respawn after a bit, so you can kind of not like abuse it, but because often like if the game wants you to not abuse something, it'll not let you abuse it. I'll just put it that way. But I've always liked this little like hut here, which is kind of cool. But yeah, as I was saying a little earlier, the makers of this game are the makers of Towerfall, which is a like local multiplayer game, which I think is one of the better like local multiplayer games out there. It's super tight and it has the same art style as this, but it's really fast paced. And you're like archers and you kind of like try to get each other. So it's kind of like Smash, where it's like you try to go through and like it's competitive, but there's different game modes and there's different variants too. It's one of those games that I think is incredibly underrated. Like it's very well crafted. There's so many details and it's super super fun. But for some reason, like there's just not a lot of recognition for it. Okay, so what this is this is a crystal heart, and every level has a crystal heart from the main side, and then there's also B and C sides, and you get crystal hearts. But basically, what this is it's a transmission. So these birds, they show you different directions of dashes, and so you have to look at what the combination that is flashing. So it's white, which is up. So white, purple, blue, red, purple, yellow. Okay, and there we are. So I typed it in, and so I memorized the pattern, and the direction the birds go, they dash, is the direction that you're supposed to dash from the transmission. So also, fair warning, these things do bounce you. I believe they do reset your dash. But yeah, so they're kind of scary. But yeah, so you approach, you dash into it, and you get this really cool swell of music, and you get this little phrase, pointless machines. That's one of the things I believe, even still at this time, I believe there's still like trying to figure out if there's some sort of like meaning or poem or something that's written. But you can collect them all, and you can, in your booklet, you can kind of rearrange the way they are. So that's kind of why people think that. But yeah, so that is the first crystal heart. Usually it's like, the nice thing about this game is like, you don't have to collect things. It's just kind of like a nice, oh, hey, like I collected them. There is one thing at the very end of the storyline, but it doesn't matter for the story, if that makes sense. It's not like you can't, finish the game if you don't collect them. There's never like a wall or anything. It's not like, oh, you must collect 10 strawberries to go past here, which is really cool, because I know some games can kind of get a little grindy like that. Like they can force you to collect things, but I also never do this room the way it's supposed to. I think what you're supposed to do is supposed to go up here and kind of dash around, but I always just take it directly. I'm going to try to squeeze through here and go up here. And then also, after you beat the game, you can get these golden strawberries, which at the beginning of each chapter, which is like a whole collection of things. The longer the chapters get, the more like complex they get, and the more like subdivisions they get. Oh boy, I always forget about that. But yeah, so that means if you go through the whole chapter without dying, you'll get the golden strawberry, which is incredibly hard to do. And I've only ever gotten the very first levels one, but that's just because this is like a training tutorial place. So I always remember, I think there's also one thing too to note about the collection of the strawberries is sometimes there are split paths, so I believe you can't always get all the strawberries in the first go. But that's kind of okay, because the way the game is, it's just like, oh, take me with you. Okay, whoa. Sometimes I forget what to do exactly until I'm like halfway through it, and then I'm like, oh, that's it. Oh, okay. Did not mean to get any momentum off that jump, but you grab onto these to make them go. And each chapter has its own little mechanics, which is really cool, because then each level is really unique. And the art direction for each chapter is so cool too. Okay, so at some point I'm gonna be looking to come back down, but I want to go. Wow, this is quite the trek over here. Wonder what's gonna be. Oh, there's the strawberry. Dash back upward. There you go. Is there anything up here? Okay, this is just a really cool view, just like being out over the city and stuff. Oop, there you go. And bounce backward. You can also another, like I said with the teaching, is if you have momentum in the opposite direction that spikes are, you don't get hurt by them. So you can there's a way you can. I don't want to talk exactly where I don't know too much, but oh yeah, here. So here's a cassette room. So these things is the blocks go with the beat of the music, and the music's also really cool in these sections. But basically what happens is, if you get that cassette tape over there, it'll give you the B-side, which is you get the same kind of level, but it's remixed music, which is amazing, and it's slightly harder. I guess the B-sides are pretty hard, and then the C-sides basically are like 2 smaller rooms in 1 giant room, so you kind of increase in difficulty. But basically, it gets you another crystal heart, and later on in the storyline, like post endgame, like post storyline things, there's other levels you can do that you have to collect all the hearts for. But yeah, so get this strawberry up here. I know there's someplace up there that I think you have to go around to get. Yeah, that makes sense. A duck underneath here. You can also crouch downward when you're in the air to kind of like turtle up and get a little bit like fall down faster. But okay, so go in here. Ooh, okay, that's close. It's also the very first time I played this game, I went through it with the joystick, and that is not the way to go with this game. This game is all about precision. So if you're going to use a controller, I would highly suggest use one with a good D-pad. I'm using the Switch. I'm on the Switch version of the game, so I'm using like the Switch D-pad is 4 buttons, which after practice it doesn't really feel that different. So if you're really worried about that, it just takes some time. I guess like anything really. Like even if it feels different at first. But yeah, like I said, I would highly recommend picking up this game. I will be playing through all of it. My goal is to get basically complete the game to the level that I usually complete it casually, which is I get all strawberries and I get all crystal hearts, and then I get all B-sides and C-sides. Not much else past that. I don't really go for golden strawberries. I might do try to get the first level's golden strawberry or something. But yeah, we'll see. Ooh, this is fun. So kind of refresh, and it's also kind of a cool foray because like early on in the levels, that's like whoa. Like if you first played the game, that's like whoa. Like I'm in air the entire time. Like how do I do that? And then after you've been through the rest, after you've been through the rest of the game, you're kind of like, oh wow, like that's not that much, but it is still cool nonetheless. You go over there, sweet. It has a nice like mix of like figuring it out, kind of like I mentioned about the Crash Bandicoot, like the bonus levels. There's a good mix of like figuring things out and execution. Ooh, this memorial is dedicated to those who perished on the climb. Interesting. Got a nice little fire here, kind of cozy in for the evening. Ugh, I'm exhausted. Oop, light the fire. That's good fire making skill right there. Must be a 99. Oh, and the bird comes back. Aw, that's so cute. I love its little sound. And that was a weird sound, but... Oh, she's talking directly to us. This might have been a mistake. I don't know if it was. And these chapter end screens are so cool, just because of the music. They give you like this big like swell. Oh, nice. Oh, and they're so calm and peaceful too. This game just has like, it's one of those games that like, it draws you in and it doesn't feel like you're playing a game. It's like you're like, I don't know. It's just like you're invited in. It's so immersive too. And it's like not afraid to like be its own game, which is so cool. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go back and get those extra 2 strawberries. Because the nice thing too is after you get it done, because like this is what I was talking about with the chapters. So like there's 3 chapters in this. And it tells you where you missed them. And then also, too, when you go into it again, if you hit start on the bottom, it shows you, like, in order. So all the blue dots are the ones you've gotten. And they're it's chronological, too. So, like, whatever, I'll get this one here, and then I'll be able to see your progress about where you are. So, okay, so I'm in the second chapter, second strawberry. And the first one is to the left there. So it's kind of a good way to keep track of what all needs to be done. So, yeah. So this is kind of the collectible version part of the story. So I don't think there's anything to the right there. More often than not, what you're going to want to look for is like little indents or discolorations or just like little places like in around the corner of the map. Oh, I think, is this where it was? No, I eventually came back because I think, yeah, because this goes very far. Okay, I'm pretty sure that this, whenever I get back, when it respawns. Okay, so I have 2 somewhere. Oh, wait, I don't think I went upward. Aha, there it is. Ah, gotcha. So I believe there should be 2, I think, in this section, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like there's something down here if it's going to put a platform there. Huh, no, I guess not. Weird. Go up and, oh, you can kind of, based on your, okay, there you go, grab onto it. I was worried I would run out of stamina. Get the strawberry there. And sweet. I think there might be one below. Okay, I think... Huh. Okay, that was one of the 2. There might be something I'm missing here. Okay. Oh, nope, I died there. My controller just like vibrated extra loud, and I was like, okay, interesting. Guess I was really not supposed to do that. I wonder if I go forward, maybe? Because I'm pretty sure if I get this one, then it'll tell me that it's too far. Okay, yeah, so I missed it somewhere. So there's 2 somewhere between, maybe somewhere up here, possibly. Okay, here we are. I finally found it. I had to go back a couple times and I forgot, but it's really cheeky when it's down here by the spikes. Yeah, there we go. It's a 1 by 1. And you jump across here and don't get crushed. because if you do stand on those, you will get crushed, and it will hurt a lot. I do not know what it feels like to be a pancake, but I do not want to find out. So yeah, so that's 20 from the first one. Oh, I'm gonna get to a better spot here. But yeah, so at any point you can like restart chapter. So what I did a couple times was I missed it, and then I just hit restart chapter, and I kept all the new strawberries that I had gotten. So yeah, there's 20, and I think we can go ahead and conquer the B-side too. Might as well get that done. Kind of stay in the same spot for a little bit, but so yeah, so these feature remixed music from the A side. So yeah, it's really cool. Okay, oop, yep. This B-side track is also really good. There's one like really jazzy one later that's gonna be a joy to be there with, but so right there is kind of cool because like the game what it did was like it like gave you opportunities to use your dash, but then you realized at the end that you had to keep your dash the entire time. Oop, there we go. Okay. Yep. I'm trying to think. So I believe what needs to happen here is I believe you bounce off that, grab onto this one. Okay. And boink. So you get your wall jump in practice really well on this side. Grab the front side, and I believe what needs to happen is you grab the back side of this one. Oh my. Okay. Nope. Or so you can just wall jump. Okay. Oh, these little things too. So these little binocular things, so you can like look where you kind of want to go and kind of plan out your route. I always in my first couple attempts, I never try to really do that just because it's really fun to kind of like figure out how to do it. But oh, this is the really okay. So this one is really weird. This one is, it's not bad or anything. It's just like you really can't take too much time because you lose. Oh boy, I just missed the grab. You lose. It's a stamina screen. Because if you take too much time and you take too many grabs, there you go. You'll run out of stamina a little quickly. Go on this side, jump there. Sweet. Okay. Ooh, this one's a really fun one. So I think what happens is, oh, that's right. I think you have to use that little boost I was talking about. So you jump off here. Nope, that's not it. Huh. I'm trying to think. I really thought that's what you did. So I think maybe I just did it wrong. I thought that gave you the same kind of boost you did. But okay. So I believe I think the only thing that really has to happen here is, oh, that's not the way to do it. So use the spring, kind of get up there. Oh, gotcha. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. So you're supposed to get over there really quickly, and then crouch, and then hit the spring again, I believe is kind of the way to do it. Okay, yeah, so you just get your, there you go. You're able to conquer a different, there we go. That's how you do it. I remember that screen took me for absolute ever the very first time I played this game, and I was like, what are you supposed to do here? Little did I know, it was not that terrible at all. Bounce off here, get your, whoa, okay. That was weird. I'm really surprised I didn't get killed by that those spikes there. And hey, first try on a screen. Interesting. I think this one will, okay, I think that will fall down, I believe, if you grab it. Yep. Okay. Uh-oh. Sweet, got my stamina back. That also refills your stamina, if you're wondering if that was different from everything else, but okay, whew, that was really close. Momentum. Go up here, through here. Oh, nope, that's not it. Sweetness. Go up there. Like, it's a big red herring of all that space right there. But oh, this is the screen. So this is probably my least favorite screen, not because of like the way the game is, but because of the way I am. So when I played this game for the very first time, I did not see that little one by one block here to recharge. So I actually think I figured out a way to do this screen. Either I figured it out or I was very close to figuring it out without using that platform. Because I remember spending hours upon hours on that one screen, and just like I racked up a couple thousand deaths, and I was like, okay, I gotta figure this out. I just feel defeated by this. And get there, and whoop. So there's a lot of, especially on this part of the B-side, it looks like there's a lot of like upward dashes that you so you learn kind of how to do that. And the more you play the game, the more you learn the game and become an expert in the game, which is really cool. Okay, so I think, I don't even know, I think this is another screen. I don't even think I've done it the right way. Because I think what often happens is I end up grabbing, I'm trying to think. I think I grab both of those, and then like when I think you're supposed to wait and grab them, and then wait until they come back, because they come back slowly on the track. Whereas I think I just kind of stand on it like that, and I think I get a jump, and since my dash is back, then I think I just do that. Oh, that is, okay. Well, that was bad. I do not want to have a bunch of holes in me. That would be very nice. I don't think, man was not made to have holes in them, I don't think. Yeah, I love the little traffic lights on here. Okay, jump. Okay, nope. See, I want to get up there really quickly. I want to get on the top corner and then kind of use my grab. And then, because if you go to the, oh, I didn't know I was alive there. Okay. Because if you're grabbing onto something and you come to the edge of it and you just walk upward, it'll like pop you on the top of it. Okay, I think, grab that. Bounce off there. Oh, that is not right. Get on top of it this time. Boink. Keep. Okay. I thought what I was going to do is I thought I was going to be able to do my dash instead of using that block, but that is not what you're supposed to do. And you're supposed to grab it there, Truckman. Boink. Go up and over. Grab. Cheeky little grab. Refill the stamina. Get on top this time. One hop this time. And go up there. Sweet. That abandoned car is like a plant growing out of it. I don't know if you saw, but yeah, I just love the art. There's just so many little details in this game, and it's like you can tell it's like so lovingly crafted. Okay. Oh, I forgot about that a lot. Very much forgot about that. This is one of the more brutal screens, just because it's, again, I don't think I've ever really done. That's one cool thing. There's really no one way to do, like, there's like an intended way probably, and then there's also like a room for exploration. There's also like a more exploration themed chapter later on. It's chapter 5, Mirror Temple, which is one of the coolest. It's like a really cool point in the story, and it's also just a really cool level. Yeah, the hardest part about this screen here is just trying to get the timing off of off the retreating track there. I don't even know what to call these blocks. There's blocks later on that they have a name, and they're hilarious. I cannot wait for you to hear the way they sound. They're so cool. Yeah, that's the way I always do it. I just kind of hop off in the right time, and then I really don't think that's the way you're supposed to do it. But whoa, that was so weird. Okay, I did not get the. That's what's supposed to happen. There we go. And sweet, here we are, back up top. Celeste Mountain, and like I said, like the B-sides are. Oh, that's right, I forgot. So usually at the end, at all the ends of like the B-sides, there's another cassette level like here. So just a lot of timing, a lot of trying to figure it out. So this one's more of like, you gotta do your time of dashes. Okay, messed that up a lot, but we're here, we're good. Am I beach ready? I'm ready for beach weather. I just don't think I'm beach ready myself. I burn up in like 2 seconds because I'm a pasty boy. But yeah, so that is the, that is, oh yeah, you also get this nice little swell of music that's much bigger than the A side. But yeah, you get the ending screen, and sadly you don't unlock the C sides until you finish the storyline because you need all of the crystal hearts up until chapter 8. But yeah, and then there's also a last chapter, Farewell, which is going to take a long time. It's going to be really good. But yeah, that is the first level of Celeste beaten. I will show you the little booklet here, because this is where I forgot to name the truck line. Okay, so it gives you all the stats, like, okay, you completed it, and then if you got the B-side, and then how many hearts you have. And then also, too, I believe the white total is how many you've done, like what your best run of the level is, and I think 26 is your total deaths, I believe. And then also gives you your time there. Because you can also, they built in like speedrunning mechanics in the game. Like there's a built-in speedrun timer. And the way the game is built is kind of like they encourage speedrunning. But yeah, so that is Forsaken City. And we are going to go to Old Site next week. So thank you all for joining me. And I hope you join me next week when we climb even further to the mountain here. Look at this castle here. Isn't it great? Isn't it just very enticing? I want to go there. I don't know about you, but I want to go there. So if you're coming along, I'll see you there.